Okay, I've added the edit feature so that you can edit, add, and delete events. So after you've logged in and you're at your school information screen, you'll notice under Solo Manager I've added Add, Edit, Delete. So clicking on that will take and find you every event that's entered in your contest site. And as you can see here, Luke Flesher has 904 events. And you can scroll through those, looking at 100 per page. And so he has about 10 pages, I would say. Yes, 10 pages. And you can use the next and last and previous buttons to scroll through and look through those entries school by school, or to shorten your list, do a search for one school at your contest. So we're going to do that. And there's a list here, and you see there's a lot of names, like 400 and something names listed there. You see that's an awful lot. You can use type ahead. So there I got to do coin real fast by typing DU. You'll want to look here that remember that there are code numbers with these, because sometimes they have the same school name but it's a different director. Each director has their own school code number. So just be mindful of that when you're entering, so that you don't enter it under the wrong director, although it would be going the same place more likely. So let's do a search for DuQuoin Middle School and take a look at their records. As you can see here, we have an edit and delete feature for any record on here. And let's go and make an edit here. Under Jordan Heatherly's bass clarinet solo, it says that Susie Q is her accompanist. Well, I know there's nobody in companies by that name. So we'll click the edit button, and it will find that record. And then we're going to change the accompanist to TBA, because we don't know who it's going to be, just to give you an example of how this works. And if we go back and look at the bass clarinet solo of Jordan Heatherly, you'll see it's now been changed to TBA. So let's add us a record, because more than likely that's what you're going to do. Somebody says, hey, I forgot to get the superintendent's daughter in. Can you get him in for me? So again, we go here and under school, we're going to use type ahead to get to our school entry code. And then they play a tuba solo. So there's a tuba solo. Same thing. I use type ahead by the event number 219. I use that to find my event. If you happen to know those numbers, I happen to know them just because I've used them a lot. So select your class. Title, it's going to say that we are required a value. If they don't give you one, just type in TBA. That works. And the accompanist, I did take that feature off, so you can submit the record without having to have an accompanist in, which is unlike when they register for school. They must put one in. And we'll put the name down here for that. And here you can do type ahead also. You just type in 8th and it would select 8th grade. And then only thing in Firefox, the tab doesn't go to the next field, which is kind of a bummer. And just type ahead, pick those, and click next. Since that is a solo, you're going to see we've got that, and we're finished with that solo. And it's going to take us back to the DuQuoin list. Let's make sure it's there, just to ease your mind. And yes, you can see here is Jimmy Montgomery. And this kid right here, Jesse James on tuba, he dropped out. Said he wasn't going to take it. His folks are going to Africa for a safari. So we're going to delete his record, because the director said you can delete that. That's one less you have to schedule. So we just click that delete button. It goes and deletes that record and brings you right back to that list. And so let's look. Well, notice we're back down to 51 entries. We went up to 52. And we'll go down here to the tuba solos. And we still have Jimmy Montgomery, but you'll notice Jesse James has disappeared. Let's make another entry. And again, we're going to make it DuQuoin. And tab doesn't work like that on those. Let's go here. And this is a tuba euphonium ensemble. And it's class A. And Titles to be selected. TBS, I guess is what I should be putting. TBA. Either one of those works. Nice feature of this. Enter that name. Okay, and click next. And we add another student. And put that name in there. And that'll be all for that one. And we can click finished, and there we've entered an ensemble. It goes back to our list of schools. It shows us that list. Tuba solos, oops, tuba ensembles, sorry. So we get down here to ensembles, and here it is right here. Tuba ensemble like that. And so that's how you do that. You've seen the delete feature. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one out, and also the other tuba solo, because those guys aren't really coming to this contest. I just did that for you guys. And this is, by the way, the live database. This is not a test database, just to make sure that you're aware that it works. Now, suppose we want to go to the full list. Suppose we wanted to search for a school that maybe wasn't in our district, just to see your buddy, what's my buddy up in District 4 sending. So we're going to go here and select a school from District 4. How about Clay City Junior High? We'll pick them, okay? 407, well, it says they don't have any records. Well, you know why that is? They don't come to District 3 West, which is what I'm logged under. So you can't go look at anybody else's events, only your events. You can't go look at another site's events to see what they're doing. So it's protected. That means someone can't come in and change your entries when you don't want them to. So there's your features for editing, adding, editing, and deleting. It does take a while to go through those 6,000 records or whatever to get to this page. You can add a record too. You don't have to be, and I'm at full view, right? I got 903 records. So let's go in here and add an event. I could add an event and it would take me to a school. I'll do that and delete it. Let's do that. Well, I better do coin, just because I know I can get it deleted. And do a trumpet ensemble, class C, and titles trumpet tune. Okay, and we'll click on it. We'll enter name. Click on that. Hey, you want a fast way to enter a bunch of names? Let's click finished. Okay, and we'll go find trumpet tune. It'll only have one name. It'll be towards the top. There it is, trumpet tune. Let's go to edit. Oh, now we can put in a whole bunch of names at once. And one more. See, and now you can do those, click those save changes like that. And it gives me more, so I could add more to it. That would be a fast way if you had a long list of names. That would be a fast way to put them in an ensemble. You can't do that with solos necessarily, but do that with an ensemble. Click your save changes. Up, it's required. I'll pull that off so you're not required to put one down. I failed to remove that. And there we go. We've got that in there, and we quickly put in 4 names. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, the next step I'll be to get you your scheduling part ready to do. Make sure you get your judges in.